Now that your live assets are set up, let's look at how to process a file to be translated. This diagram illustrates what a typical file processing process looks like. We start with the source material that needs to be localized. Those files are then converted, or pre-processed, into a translatable file format called a pivot format. Translators use the pivot file to connect to a TM and translate. The pivot files contain both source and target languages and are also referred to as bilingual files. After translation is completed, the bilingual files are then back converted to their original source format and containing only the translated text. This step is also called post-processing. Finally, the translated file is implemented to create a multilingual localized product. The most common pivot file formats are RTF and XLIF. The RTF file format should be used if you plan on translating using the Microsoft Word plugin. It is recommended for translating doc files, RTF rich text files, and non-pre-segmented Trados TTX files. For all other file formats, including XML, HTML, DocX, PPTX, and XLSX, we recommend that you convert files into XLIF format and translate using the XLIF editor. The XLIF format was designed specifically for the localization industry and solves a lot of the problems that come up from an RTF-based process. To convert a file, translate and back convert, you will first need to download and install the Translation Workspace translation clients. You can do so from the Support Downloads page on the geoworks.com website, or from within the Translation Workspace web user interface from the Resources Download menu. Follow the prompts in the Setup Wizard and click Install, and if you run into problems, please log into geoworks.com and go to the Submit a Support Request page to request assistance. Note that the Microsoft Word plugin installer also includes the Translation Workspace tools, so it's a good idea to install both clients, even if you know you'll only be using the XLIF editor for your translation projects. To convert the source file into a translatable pivot file format, we'll use the Convert feature in Translation Workspace tools. Just drag and drop the files you want to convert into a conversion window, or click Add Files to browse to the files. Then use the Tag Style drop-down to choose whether to convert the files to RTF or XLIF, and click Convert. The converted file will get created in the same folder as the original file. Translation Workspace comes with a default set of rules used to convert and back convert files. These conversion rules are saved in what we call an LMX configuration file. If you need to change any of these rules, you can do so by clicking on Configuration. For more details on pre- and post-processing of files, please refer to additional training topics on the geoworks.com support page. Let's go to a demo now to look at how to convert a source document into RTF or XLZ format. Here I have an example of an HTML file that I want to translate. In order to do so, I first need to convert it into a translatable pivot file format. I'll go and launch Translation Workspace Tools, and then go to Conversion Tasks, Convert. I'm prompted to log in using my unique username, password, and tenancy, and the server address is set to translate.translationworkspace.com. When I click on Connect, I need to choose the client configuration options. I'll choose the default options for now. Select the TM that I'm working with, and the source and target languages. In the document conversion window, I can select the file that I want to convert and drag and drop it into the conversion area. Or I can click on Add Files and navigate to the file that I want to convert. In the Tag Style drop-down, first I'll convert to the Translation Workspace RTF format for translating in the Microsoft Word plugin. When I click on Convert, the documents are converted and you can now see the RTF files in the same folder that the source HTML and PPTX files were. If I also want to convert to XLZ format for translating in the XLIF editor, I can grab those source files again, drop it into the conversion window, select Translation Workspace XLIF from the Tag Style drop-down, and then click Convert. Again, the files are converted, and you can now see the XLZ files are safely stored in the same folder structure. Once your file is converted into a translatable format, it's a good idea to run an analysis to help you estimate project cost and schedule. To analyze an RTF file, use the Microsoft Word plugin and select Documents Analyze. This will create a pop-up with segment and word counts in each match category. You can also specify a location to save the results file so you can see the analysis results in detail. To analyze an XLZ file, use the XLIF editor and select Translation Workspace Batch Operations, then go to the Analyze tab. You'll also get a pop-up giving you on-the-fly results, and you can also specify a location to save your results file. Let's take a look now at how to run an analysis and review the resulting analysis reports. To analyze an RTF file, open the RTF in the Microsoft Word plugin. Then go to the Translation Workspace ribbon and select Current Document Analyze. That will just analyze the open document. Or to analyze multiple documents at once, go to Documents and then Analyze. Log in using your username, password, and tenancy with the server address set to translate.translationworkspace.com. Click Connect. Choose the default client configuration options, select the TM that you want to work with, and the source and target languages. In the document analysis window, you can drag and drop the files to be analyzed, or click Add Files and browse to the files. In the Results File section, specify the XML file that you want to save the results to, so you can see the report later. The Use Analysis TM option allows you to count any repetitions or matches that are available within the file itself. Click Analyze, and you get the analysis results pop up immediately so you can see the results. Or you can just browse to the file that you saved to see the results in detail. Here is the analysis report for the two RTF files that I just analyzed. The total batch columns aggregate or summarize the information from all the TMs that were connected for the analysis. TM for Project B is the TM that I selected explicitly for the analysis, and then I also have two other TMs that are available from background linking. And then the analysis TM counts any matches that are available from within the file itself. I can see I have 54 context or 101% matches. Context matches mean the segment is exactly the same as one that's been translated before, and the surrounding context is also the same. In other words, the segments before it and after it are also the same, so there's a higher level of trust you can place in those translations. We also see 40 repetitions, which means these are segments that are repeated within the file itself. 0 format changes, segments that are 100% match except for stylistic or formatting changes, and 11 100% exact matches. We also have 11 plus 6 plus 10 plus 84 partial or fuzzy matches, where parts of the segment is the same as segments that have been translated before. 215 segments have no match or 0% match, so that no part of the segment has been previously translated. There is a total word count as well of 4,940 words. When you scroll down in the report, you can see that same information presented per file. The analysis results are an important factor in determining a project's scope, both in terms of time and cost. To analyze an XLZ file, open the XLIF editor. From Translation Workspace, select Batch Operations, and again log in using your username, password, and tenancy with server address set to translate.translationworkspace.com. Select the TM that you want to analyze against and the source and target languages. In the Batch Operations window on the Analyze tab, you can again drag and drop the files to be analyzed or click Add to browse to the files to be analyzed. I can again enable the option to use an analysis TM, specify a location where I want to save the analysis results, and click Analyze. I get a pop-up of the results in the same way I did with the Microsoft Word plugin. Or I can browse to the results stored in my folder and open up the result. Similar to the Microsoft Word plugin results, you can see the match rates presented for both files at once and then for one file at a time.